Oh snap, Glaze is going live.
Hey, good day, good day, good day. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Just in case you're joining me for the very first time, guess what? I am your host, the one they call Brian Glaze Gibbs. Listen, hit the like button, subscribe, share, hit the notification button. You know what? Get your signed copy of the Beyond Lucky book, A True Story of Crack, Murder, and Redemption. If I, the one they call Brian Glaze Gibbs, can change, anybody can change. Get your signed copy by emailing me. Brian, B-R-I-A-N, Gibbs, G-I-B-B-S, 1201 at yahoo.com. Hey, folks, listen. Everybody like to talk about the word change. Everybody like to talk about the word redemption. But what people got to understand, guess what? It's not how you start, it's how you finish. A lot of times when you're young, you know what I'm saying, sit back and think about how much mistake that anybody made when they was young. Like right now, between the age of 14 and 24, I made plenty of mistakes. I did a bunch of evil, devious acts that I regret. And you know what? It's only because of the grace of God or whatever, I was able to get multiple chances. But how many chances you think you're going to continue to get to screw up? That's why when I got that last chance, and like I said right now, in 21 days, it'd be 25 years that I walk out that prison and never look back. Guess what? If I didn't get that chance, guess what? I would still be there. So when you sit back and you look at it, and when you look at people and their situation and their circumstance, like for example, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about Larry Hoover. Larry Hoover, you know what I'm saying, from the Gangster Disciple. This man been in jail damn near 50 years. And like I said right now, is guess what? Here it is. He denounced. You know what I'm saying, any dealing with the Gangster Disciple. Right now, one of the most powerful gangs in Chicago that spread it out. But once again, he denounced that. I don't want no part of that. What he's saying is GD to him mean growth and development. That's what it means to him now. Right now, when he was a child, when he was a boy, he thought as a child, he thought as a boy. But when he became a grown man, he put away all childish stain. So sometime right now he denounced that how many years ago? And what happened? They indicted him and hit him with another, you know what I'm saying, a conspiracy, a RICO, a CCE, murders. Come on, folks. Like I say, because once again, sometimes people look at things differently. And sometimes right now is when you keep ties with people and you don't cut those ties, people trap you back off in some things that you don't have nothing to do with it. So let me give you a brief description, or let me give you a rundown who Larry Hoover. Larry Hoover, born November 30th, 1950. So what we got in common right now, he's a Sagittarius because his birthday November 30th, my birthday December 1st. Okay, is a former American gang leader, co-founder of the Chicago street gang, Gangster Disciple. Hoover is serving 6 life sentences at the 80X Florence prison in Florence, Colorado. He was sentenced to 200 years for a 1973 murder. And in 1997, after a 17-year investigation of conspiracy, extortion, money laundering, and running a continual criminal enterprise by leading the gang from state prison, he received a life sentence. Larry Hoover has denounced the Gangster Disciple and not part of it, and want absolutely no dealing with it. 1973, murder of William Young. On the evening of February 26, 1973, William Pookie Young, a 19-year-old neighbor drug dealer, was abducted and later shot to death in an alley near 68th Street and Union Avenue in Chicago Inglewood neighborhood. His killing was ordered by Hoover after his name was mentioned as one of 3 people accused of stealing drug and money from the gang 6 days earlier. On March 16, 1973, Hoover, along with young killer Black Disciple member Andrew Howard, was both arrested. In November 1973, Howard and Hoover was both charged with the murder and sentenced to 150 to 200 years in prison. Hoover was sent to Statesville Correctional Center in Crest Hill, Illinois, to serve out his term. Gangster Disciple leaders in an event. In 1974, after the leader of the Black Disciple, David Barksdale, died from kidney failure by an injury due to an earlier shooting, Hoover took the reins of the Black Gangster Disciple Nation at the time. The group had control of Chicago's South Side. Under Hoover rule, the Black Gangster Disciple took over the South Side drug trade. While incarcerated, Hoover helped form the Folks Nation, which added other gangs such as the Black Disciple, Satan Disciple, Ambrose 22, Boy, Gangster 26, Simon City Royal, Northside Insane Popes, La Raza Nation, Spanish Cobra, Imperial Gangster, Maniac Latin Disciple, Harrison Gent, Spanish Gangster Disciple, and Latin Eagle. In 1989, the Black Gangster Disciple started to go against their own merger and ally. The Black Disciple over a drug dealing dispute in the neighborhood of Inglewood, Chicago, that escalated into a shooting that killed several people. This infiltrated member of the BGD and resulted in them changing their name into the Gangster Disciple. While Hoover was incarcerated, he ran the gang illicit drug trade, both in prison and on the street, starting from Chicago West Side and later extended throughout the United States by early 1993. Hoover claimed to have renounced his violent criminal past and became an urban political celebrity in Chicago. The Gangster Disciple earned fame in the community with charity event and peaceful protests. However, proclaimed that the initial GD had changed to mean growth and development. A lengthy federal investigation using wiretap led to Hoover getting another life sentence in 1995. Prosecutor alleged that Hoover gang had 30,000 soldiers in 35 states and made $100 million a year. Larry Hoover has denounced the Gangster Disciple and want nothing to do with it. Sit back and think about that, folks. Even right now, with that being said, that man trying to say, I don't want nothing to do with this, man. Right now, I did that. When that happened? 50 years ago. So right now, when he was like 21, he's 71 now. See, they show a picture of him, right now, early on. He's healthy, he's strong. But right now, at this present time, that man is fragile. That man is 71 years old. While in prison for murder on August 22nd, 1995, after a 17 years undercover investigation by the federal government, Hoover was indicted for drug conspiracy, extortion, and continued to engage in criminal enterprise. He was arrested at the Dixon Correctional Center by federal agent and moved to the MCC in Chicago to stand trial. In 1997, Hoover was found guilty on all charges. Hoover is currently serving his sentence at the United States Penitentiary Administrative Maximum Security Facility in Florence, Colorado. In popular culture, Hoover also appeared via phone from prison on multiple tracks of the Ghetto Boy 1996 album, The Restoration, where he discussed his view on the prison system and the youth of Black community. Rapper and Chicago native Kanye West had for many years been a vocal about wanting Hoover to be released from prison. West have taken significant action towards his goal of releasing Hoover from prison. On one of the demo version of his songs, Hurricane, which was meant to appear on his Sin Scrape project, West suggested calling his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian, to help release Hoover, following Kardashian's success on working with President Trump to free a number of federal prisoners. On October 11, 2018, during a luncheon with the President Donald Trump, West pleaded for clemency for Hoover. West's 2021 album, Dondo, contained the track Jesus Love and Jesus Love Part 2, which both feature a recorded message about Hoover's son, Larry Hoover Jr., in which he discussed the crack in America's criminal justice system and talked about the impact of Hoover incarceration on his family. On December 9th, 2021, West, along with fellow rapper Drake, hosted a Free Larry Hoover benefit concert at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. The main goal of the concert was to bring awareness to Hoover case. West and Drake called for the release of Hoover and sought to raise awareness about prison and sentence reform in the United States. Though West and Drake had previously been involved in ongoing rivalry, they decided to put an end to the feud and focus on putting their fame and influence to use by bringing awareness to Hoover case by organizing the benefit concert. Hey folks, listen, man. Look at it. Anybody can change. And what everybody got to understand, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Right now is, guess what? When that man was young, when that man was dumb, when that man was, you didn't have no compassion, didn't have no true identity with himself. He did things that he regret. So here it is. He denounced. You know what I'm saying? He denounced being a leader of that gang. Folks, listen, man. Nobody want to die in jail. Like I say, everybody sit back and think about it. He had plenty of time. He had 50 years to think about everything that he did right, everything that he did wrong. And you know what? He's sorry. He apologized. He's humble. He's meek. So the difference is right now is time for us as far as society to have compassion. Hey, hit the like button, subscribe, share. Peace, love, and prosperity. Free Larry Hoover. One love.
Oh, thank you so much, Brian Gibbs. I love this book so much. I mean, I was a fan of your YouTube channel, but now I'm like a real up close and personal fan. I really love what you have going on here. And not only that, but I too was once lost and now I'm found. So thank you, Brian, for this autographed copy. I appreciate you.
Just got my copy of Beyond Lucky by Brian Glaze Gibbs. Thank you so much for sending me my personalized autographed copy. I've had the pleasure of knowing you for a long time, so I'm really excited to get to know some of your stories and what made you you and how this redemption came about. I know you're a changed man, and I'm looking forward to seeing the whole process of how it happened. Thanks.
Have you checked your tire pressure today?
I don't have a flat.
Have you checked your blood pressure today?
No, I don't feel sick.